But then I also agree with somebody not knocking her down for what she likes to do.
So is that not a double standard? Because you feel that David should respect you by doing no more sexy dancing. But
I'm not here to control anybody and tell them what they want to do.
I think you give him an ultimatum.
That's your entitled to your opinion.
I'm being gaslit now.
I mean,
What's going on, people? We are back again with another Moving Mad video. And you know what though? It is about time that we got a host that will actually hold the cast members accountable. We haven't had that from Sean Robinson, but now we've got Katherine Ryan for the UK version, and she's doing a phenomenal job. I mean, listen, you just saw it right there, right then and there. It says, hold on a minute. But you gave your guy an ultimatum. Now, this conversation stems from the fact that at this moment in time, they were talking about Christian and Rebecca and how Rebecca likes to be a belly dancer. Now, Tionne comes in and says that at the end of the day, if that's what she wants to do and that's a passion of hers, she should be allowed to. Now, of course, the host calls her out for it and says, but isn't that then contradicted to the fact that you wasn't happy with David salsa dancing? Do you see what I'm saying? Now, of course, as you saw there, the responses were quite immaculate. You gave this man an ultimatum. And then also, as you can see, the host even pulls her face and says, hold on a minute, I feel like you're gaslighting me because I know what I saw and you're telling me that I didn't see what I see. Don't play with me, girl. I'm here all for it. Come on now, let's not mess about. But anyway, let's get into it.
I think when you meet someone and they're already salsa dancing, is it unreasonable to try to change them?
no, I wouldn't say, because with his previous lifestyle, he had never really been in a serious relationship before.
You see what I mean? See what I mean? Holding them accountable, asking them those questions. It just feels so refreshing. But either way, though, that is a very good question. You know, is it okay to change someone that's already doing something before you existed? That is a very good question. Now, of course, you know, in fire form, she's like, well, he's never had a girlfriend before like me, so it's only right that he does what he needs to do. And this is pretty much Katherine catching Tionne out by being a hypocrite. Now, Tionne still claims that she has nothing wrong with him doing salsa dancing as long as he's not doing it until like 3 a.m. Apparently, the time he does it is what matters, not necessarily that he does it. I mean, honestly, that girl makes no sense. But either way, though, it's nice to see her get questioned and to see her get caught out in her own freaking BS.
Tionne, you're smiling watching that back.
I am. It's actually hilarious. I can laugh because I've got my ring now, but he was an idiot for putting me in that position. I don't know what he was thinking.
Chico have said no, right?
Right.
So in my view, that was my ultimatum. If she said no, then I know that she doesn't value the relationship.
Say this with your mother in the room, but you must have some secret sexy moves that I'm not aware of in my relationships, because you had a tantrum and David's like, she said yes, she truly loves.
So right here, we are taken back to when David initially proposed to Tionne and the way she was pretty much ungrateful for his efforts and for the ring. Now, obviously, as you can see right here now in this situation, we're in a situation where obviously, you know, David is like, well, listen, this is the way I see it. She said yes. If she didn't say yes, then that would be my ultimatum. I mean, listen, fair enough to him, kudos to him. If he's obviously testing the water to see that if she's more than happy to accept any ring from him and still say yes, at least he knows that she's in it for the right reasons. If it's anything else, then clearly she's not in it for the right reasons. I mean, fair play to him. Fair play to him for obviously playing his cards. But at the end of the day, though, she said yes, and I guess that's the most important thing. But at the same time, that the host, who happens to be a comedian, doesn't make a very good point. I mean, to be honest with you, if you're going to be dealing with a woman like her and she's moving mad, I guess that her pom-pom must be that freaking great. It's so sad, though, because her mom actually enables her behavior. Her mom says, listen, I created a monster, but at the end of the day, I wanted to create a daughter that was always going to aim for the best and nothing else but that, because I know it's like to be a single mom and all them kind of things. But here's the thing, though. So is her mom predicting that her daughter also be a single mom too? All I know is this, man, end of the day, people are going to choose to parent how they want to parent, and it is what it is. Whoever decides to take on the responsibility of that person that was birthed the way they were birthed and raised the way they were raised, so be it. But anyway, we continue with this interesting madness.
Mel, what do you think about Tionne's reaction at the
I
proposal?
done exactly the same thing. She got it from her mama.
I got it from my mama.
Well, Christian, it's true that you've spent all your savings on the ring and you're living back with your grandma?
I didn't spend all of it, but yeah, I had to spend a big amount of it. So
Money, he still has savings. I have my ring. I'm happy.
Well, I think that I'm learning big lessons from you.
I think so too.
I think maybe making men work for it is the way forward.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but listen, there's no way I'm spending money that's going to send me back home, living with my parents or living with my grandma or anyone. Are you mad? Are you actually mad? Yeah, nah, that ain't happening, man. That is not happening. That is crazy. My man literally spent his savings to give the ring that she wanted. And now she's out here boasting about it, saying, well, I got the ring that I wanted. And even though he has to be back with his grandma, that's fine, because that means he can save more money and basically treat her more and all that kind of stuff. That is wild, man. Like, what are people really willing to sacrifice for somebody like? That's just wild. I mean, I could sit and say, what are people willing to sacrifice for love? But the fact is, though, a relationship isn't just based on love. A love isn't something that can just significantly define the whole relationship. You know what I mean? There's obviously more to it than that. So for me personally, if I'm in a position where I'm having to spend money that's gonna put me in a position where I basically become homeless, that's crazy. Nah, I'm not about that life. Now, this isn't a case of even blaming Tionne, to be honest with you. This is more the case of where, like, David should have looked at himself and said, you know what, do I really want to be living back at home with my grandma and all that kind of stuff? Because that is just insane to me. Hell to the no, I wouldn't do that. Are you crazy? Nah, man. I value the fact that I have my own place and I have my own peace and I can do what I like and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But listen, man, according to David, Tionne is worth it. So if that's how he sees it, all respect to him, do you know what I mean? I just know for me, it couldn't be me. Are you mad? I'd feel like I'm going backwards in life rather than going forward. You know what I mean? I only believe in going forward and only going backwards when necessary. This situation here, I don't know if it'd be that necessary. But either way though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.